Hey guys, Ace here from NetplayMarketing.com, and in today's video I want to ask you, are you a thirsty crow? Welcome back, guys. So at this point you're probably asking yourself, what the hell are you talking about? What I want to tell you guys is I want to share a little bit of a story here with you today. You may have heard this before. It's a very popular fable, but if you haven't, it really takes me about 3 seconds to kind of tell you. So it's a fable of the thirsty crow, and essentially what it is there was this really thirsty crow who came to a pitcher. Right, it was a very long pitcher, and there was a little bit of water at the bottom, and it tried to stick its beak inside and try to get to the water, but its head was too big and the hole for the the jar was too small, but it couldn't get through to get into the water, and so it was getting it was super thirsty, and it was kind of desperate, and it was trying to figure out what do I do to get this right, but all it could see when it looked around was pebbles. So what it started doing was it started grabbing some of these pebbles and throwing them into the water. And it saw that little by little, as it was throwing more and more pebbles, the water was rising. So it grabbed as many pebbles as it could and filled up the pitcher, and eventually the water rose and it was able to get some of that water. So what I want to tell you the story? Well, basically the idea really behind this, guys, is that kind of like that thirsty crow, I think that a lot of us as entrepreneurs, when we come online, really face a struggle of wanting to reach that water, right? That water is your goal, right? It's whatever it is that you want to attain, whether it's achieve your financial goal, whether it's achieving time freedom, whether it's reaching just personal freedom, whether it's whatever it is for you, or whatever your why is for doing your business, right? That's what that water really represents. And those pebbles that the crow is throwing into that water or into that jar, really what those are the actions that you're taking to achieve your goal, right? So as you can see, I'm sure if you can imagine a jar with just a little bit of water at the bottom, you can imagine it's going to take quite a few little pebbles to kind of get that water to rise all the way to the top for you to be able to take that gulp of water. And so what you got to realize, though, is that sometimes that jar can be really, really long, and you might even be able to see the water at that bottom, right? But you're still gonna need to put in those actions. You still need to go ahead and take those take those pebbles and throw them in, and know that that water is going to rise eventually. And so these things are like those daily actions that you need to do, right? Whether it's writing a blog post, whether it's creating an ad campaign, whether it's emailing your list, whether it's creating a capture page, whatever it is, right? Those daily actions that you need to do that are going to propel your business forward, those things little by little are going to have an impact in your business, right? It's going to get that water to come to the brim of that jar, and you'll eventually be able to take that gulp. But what most people do is that they start throwing in, maybe they might do a little bit here, they might throw one pebble there, they'll throw a little pebble there, a couple months later they'll come back and they'll do another pebble there, and so it's, as you can imagine, it's going to take a while for you to fill that jar. But if you are consistent with it and you're consistently putting things into that jar, that water is going to rise a lot quicker, and you're going to be able to take that gulp, right? But you need to be thirsty, you need to be like that crow. You got to be determined to want to get to that water. You need to be able to take the action that you need to and make it a priority in your business for you to be able to achieve that. Because if you don't, then that water is going to take forever to rise, and who knows, if you wait too long, that water might even just evaporate, right? And you're never going to get to it, right? So what I'm really trying to get across here, guys, is that if you're not taking the actions that you need to in your business every single day, if you're not doing the actions and putting in the work that you're going to, that water is never going to rise for you, and you're never going to get to that goal. But you need to be consistent with it, and otherwise it's almost like it's going to take you forever to really get to that goal and make it really happen. And what's going to happen along the way sometimes is that you're going to get discouraged, and just like maybe that crow, if it only went halfway and it said, I'm gonna give up, I'm gonna go look for something else, it's gonna fly away, and you're gonna have to restart things all over again. So I hope that story kind of resonated with you. I hope you kind of got that message, and so a little bit of a different motivational kind of talk here for you guys today. So if you like the story, let me know if you did. Leave me some comments below, and let me know about any other content that you might want me to talk about. And until next time, guys, this is Get Out There and have some fun.
You can get more online marketing and training tips at netplaymarketing.com. While you're there, make sure to request access to the NetPlay Marketing Facebook Mastermind group, where you will be able to connect and network with other like-minded entrepreneurs. Find out what's working online right now and get any of your questions answered on how to best grow your business.